Waterbury WOLFPACK. RASG comes off of a very hard-fought, close loss to the number 4 overall seed North Shore Hebrew Academy Stars yesterday afternoon. Waterbury, a bit of a blowout, lost to Yavne Dallas, who will advance in Tier 1 to face the number 1 overall seed Chicagoland later on this morning. The story of yesterday's game for Rabbi Alexander S. Gross was the play of Morris S. Formas. As Formas led all scores for the day with 26 points and led his team on what would have been the upset of the day for the tournament. Yeshiva of Waterbury is led by a three-headed monster, Nafi Grunberg, David Schiller, Ezra Schulman. Played remarkably strong defense against Yavne Dallas, but did have difficulties getting the ball in the basket. We hope to see them score with a little more proficiency in today's matchup. Tip-off in a little more than 6 minutes. Tier 2, Game 1. Number 2, RASG. Number 7, Waterbury. Stay tuned. Coming up in 6 minutes. Those of you just tuning in, welcome, good morning. Day 2 of the 2013 Cooper Yeshiva High School National Invitational Tournament set to tip off in 5 minutes 20 seconds. On Court 1, Gym 1, the Rabbi Alexander S. Gross Hebrew Academy, the number 2 seed in the Tier 2 bracket, will take on the number 7 seed, Yeshiva of Waterbury WOLFPACK from Waterbury, Connecticut. Certainly an early game this morning, coming off a late night. Two-time NBA World Champion Mike Miller highlighted the Thursday night welcome banquet, spent a little time with the boys, answered some questions and took some pictures. Last night's invitational featured a Southern-style barbecue, and the boys should be ready to get going now in what is Day 2, and at least for the Tier 2 bracket, Day 1. This is the first year the Yeshiva of Waterbury has joined the tournament, but not for the Alexander Gross Hebrew Academy. They have been participants in the Cooper Invitational for a number of years. They are the 2008 runner-ups in the Tier 1 bracket. Last year, the Cinderella team of the tournament, they began with the number 10 seed, and after upsetting the number 7 seed in the first round, and then the shocker of the upseed of the number 2 seed in the second round, advanced to the Final Four into the semifinals. After a tremendously hard-fought battle against the Chicagoland Tigers, in which Alexander Gross ultimately lost, they then won their next day game and finished the tournament as the number 3 overall finisher. Certainly, they are not at all wary of coming into the Cooper Invitational and making some runs. And while yesterday did not end the way they had hoped, they feel confident about buzzing through the Tier 2 tournament and bringing some hardware back to Miami. The Yeshiva of Waterbury, a relatively unknown team outside of the New York area. They play in a very competitive parochial league up in Connecticut. And oftentimes they scrimmage against some of the New York area Yeshiva League teams, but this is the first out of New York tournament in which they have participated. Really the first time that Waterbury is appearing on the national stage. I think that they were disappointed in their game yesterday, and they're certainly looking to make a statement today and come back with a big upset of the number 2 seeded Alexander Gross Hebrew Academy Warriors. Tip-off is in just a little bit more than 2.5 minutes. Stay tuned. Alexander Gross, Waterbury, coming up next. And the Alexander Gross Heber Academy has now entered the gym after a team meeting. Waterbury is warming up, and I will now turn the mic and the broadcast over to the one and only Eye on Sports. Ira Lipsy has entered the booth, and he will take you through this game and the rest of the games this morning. Stay tuned. Cooper Invitational 13, Day 2, set to tip off in 1 minute 41 seconds.
Good morning, everybody. Ira Lipsy here, live at the Memphis Jewish Community Center, second round. Actually, this technically would be the first round of the Tier 2 action. This morning's game, we have the Yeshiva of Waterbury, the WOLFPACK. They'll be in the gray uniforms with the orange numbers and letters with the white trim. They'll be facing the RASG, the RASG Warriors, out of the Miami area. They are the Warriors. Yesterday, the Warriors took it on the chin. I believe they played, let me double check it, I think they played North Shore. Yeah, that's correct. North Shore, the 4 seed, barely squeaked by. Very close game after a tremendous effort by Morris as Formas. Waterbury got blown out by the Yavne Academy of Dallas. A really tough team there, the Dallas team. Starting lineup for RASG, they'll be in the white uniforms, the blue trim. We've got number 00, Meyerson, 24, Bixon, 40 is Wachtel, number 10 is Mason, and 22 is Formas for the WOLFPACK. Number 1, Schiller, number 8, Rubin, number 34, Kaplinski, number 0 is Grunberg. Let's see who else we got out there. Number 12 is Schulman. Shulman 6'6". And Shulman controls the tip. Let's see, who am I missing? Number 0 is Grunberg. Okay. High post pass, it's Kaplinski. There's Schiller up top. Followed by Formas. Schiller. Wing jumper, no good. That was Nafti Grunberg. Ball's loose on the floor. It'll be a jump ball, and that will belong to RASG. 7:31, no score. Here in the early going. As Formas. White, yellow shoes. Here comes Mason for RASG, bringing across the timeline on the wing. Looks like a 2-3 zone from Waterbury. As Formas, corner 3, picks up where he left off yesterday and nails a 3. From the corner, bingo. Nice shot there by Morris as Formas. He was hot yesterday. knocks down the first shot of the game today. Here's Waterbury in the gray. Nice move, dump off. Kaplinski, left-handed hook, and it goes. Nice shot there by Kaplinski with the left-handed hook shot. Here's Esformis up top. Looking high post, and goes up top to Mason. Waterbury looks like they converted from a 2-3 to a 3-2. Myerson saves it and traps it. Check right there by Myerson. Here's Schiller. Now to Kaplinski. The lefty hook, no good. Ball saved by Shulman. And that foul's going to go against Bixon. Shulman will go to the line for 2 shots. First free throw by Shulman's good. Ties the game at 3. Second free throw on the way. Shulman knocks them both in. Waterbury in the lead. 4-3 here in the game. There's Esformis up top. Mason, now Myerson. Esformis in the corner. Now Myerson nearly traveled. Mason, dribble drive on the baseline, 8-footer pull-up, no good. Rebound by Wachtel, goes off of Gruenberg. It will stay with RASG. Into the game for RASG for the first time is number 12. That's Jack Esformis. Here's Mason. Wing to Morris, Esformis. That one's way off. A little long. Can rush the shot a little bit. Waterbury comes back the other way quickly. Here's Schiller on the drive, and he's fouled. Foul's going to go against Bixon. That's his second foul. 5:40 to go here. First quarter. Schiller to the line for 2. First one's up. It's good. Into the game now for RASG is their big backup center. That's Matthias Mohadeb. Second free throw by Schiller is good. Good free throw shooting so far for the Wolfpack as they now lead 6-3 on top of RASG in Tier 2 action. Here comes Mason. Now Esformis to Jack Esformis up top. He's in the neon green shoes. Morris Esformis fakes the shot. Now here's Mason, corner 3. He nails it. Nice shot there by Chad Mason with a 3-point shot. Tie ball game. 6-6, 5:17 to go here. First quarter. Schiller brings it across for the Wolfpack. Now up top to Gruenberg. On the wing. Now back up top to Schiller. Here's a little 12-foot jumper by Kaplinski. And Shulman keeps it alive. And that foul's going to go against Morris Esformis, and there's going to be a 30-second timeout called by RASG. Seen some pretty good shooting here in the early going by the main men for RASG, Esformis and Mason. Wolfpack staying in this game by hitting 4 for 4 on the free throw line. Rubin will inbound. here on the sideline for Waterbury. Up top to Gruenberg. Now Rubin, 15-footer from the baseline. This one's off the mark, no good. Rebound taken by Mohadeb. All the way down, Mason. Kick out to Jack as Formas, long on the three. Rebound taken by Mohadeb. Now up top, Mason. Mason fakes the pass. Now he gives it to Jack as Formas. This time another corner three. This time he gets it. Rainbow teardrop three-pointer. And Jack as Formas has his first three of the game. The as Formases, if they're related, pretty solid shooters. 9-6 now in favor of RASG. 4:15 to play first quarter. Here's Gruenberg up top, guarded by Jack as Formas. Turnover by Waterbury. And here comes Mason jogging across the timeline for RASG. Jack as Formas. Now Mason. Corner to Jack as Formas. Up top, Mason. Mason dribble drives, pulls up from 8 feet, a little long on the shot, no good. And rebound knocked out of bounds. That's going to belong to RASG. Setting the play, inbound to Wachtel. Now Mason up top. Mason. Morris as Formas. Now Chad Mason, top of the three. Key. Top of the key three. Top of the key three, not top of the three key. Top of the key three. Now they're 4 for about 6 from three-point range. They lead 12-6 now. It's been all three-pointers for RASG. Here's Rubin on the side for the Wolfpack. Now Gruenberg. Nice move. Oh, couldn't get the scoop to go. Rebound taken by Wachtel. Quickly the other way. Here comes Mason. Now he'll back it off. Here's Morris as Formas. Up top, Mason. Mason inside to Wachtel. Wachtel kick out to Morris as Formas. He's going to do a pull-up. Look like a 2. Rebound taken by Schulman. No, that's Kaplinski, rather. Here comes Schiller. Now wing. Now Kaplinski at the high post. Schiller up top. Gets a pick. Pulls up from 15. Off the mark, no good. Rebound fought for, taken by Wachtel. Wachtel had a bunch of rebounds yesterday. He's got a few already today. Here's Mason up top. Up top, Jack as Formas. Another 3. This one's going to be off the mark, no good. And it's going to go out of bounds. It will belong to Waterbury. A 15-foot jumper on the left elbow by Kaplinski, off the mark, no good. Waterbury is getting some good shots, just hadn't got anything to fall, really. Corner to Jack as Formas, inside to Mohadeb. Now kicks it out wide to the opposite side of Mason. Drive with a little shot. Goes up, couldn't get it to go. Nice rebound by Mohadeb, couldn't get it to go. Rebound taken. Now quickly the other way. Here comes Schiller for Waterbury. Schiller to Kaplinski, 15-footer. Off the mark, no good. Rebound taken by Mason. 1:35 to go here first quarter. Here's Morris as Formas. He'll pull up from 17. Bang. Nice shot there by Morris as Formas. It's 14-6 now in favor of RASG. Three-point shot on the way. Off the mark, no good. Rebound taken by Schulman. Rubin thought about it. Goes in strong. That's Schiller. Rubin got it. Went strong. Gets fouled. Foul's going to go against Mohadeb. Schiller will go to the line for 2 shots. First free throw by Schiller is good. Now into the game is Roden. All right. My mistake. Into the game is Lowinger for Wolfpack. And that's a three-point shot. Good by Jack as Formas. And now it's 17-8. 6 for 6 for free throws for Waterbury with only one two-point bucket and 5 three-point shots made for RASG here in the first quarter. 40 seconds to go. Here's Schiller. High post, Kaplinski. And it's going to be a foul on, I believe, Mason. Correction, that's going to be against Sultan. Jonathan Sultan into the game for RASG. Here's Kaplinski, drives down the lane, dumps off to Shulman. Shulman missed the point-blank layup. Gets his ball back. And he is fouled by Mohadeb. (16) foul. On the wing, this is Lowinger. No, I'm sorry, that was not Lowinger. That was Gruenberg. Here comes Sultan quickly the other way. Finds Morris as Formas. Off the mark, no good. Gets his own rebound. Now up top, Jack as Formas. 3 on the way. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, nice fight from Mohadeb. Now here's Sultan 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound taken by Gruenberg, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. At the end of 1 in Tier 2 action, 17-8 in favor of RASG. This is Tier 2 action. Hang on 1 second, folks. I'll be right there. All right, here we go. Getting ready to start the second quarter here. This is Tier 2 action. On the court for the Wolfpack, we have Lowinger, who's wearing Roden's jersey. Schiller, Shulman, Gruenberg, and Kaplinski. For RASG, we have Jack as Formas, Morris as Formas, Mason, Mohadeb, and Sultan. Ball gets kicked around. Schiller nearly traveled. He gets to go all the way down the lane, and he misses a point-blank layup. Tough break there. Wolfpack just can't find the bucket. Good on the free throws, can't find the two-pointers to go in. Now into the game for Mohadeb comes Jonah Wachtel. Inbound comes all the way up top to Schiller, looking for high post, does not give. It's a three-pointer on the way by Lowinger, rebound taken by Sultan. For RASG, here he comes, back the other way. Morris as Formas, up top, now to Jack. Now Sultan. Inside to Wachtel. Wachtel dumps out Jack as Formas. Corner three off the mark, no good. Rebound taken by Lowinger. Now here comes Schiller. Schiller kicks it out in the corner. Here's a three-point shot on the way. Off the mark, no good. I think that was Gruenberg. Long pass up ahead to Jack as Formas. Nice little maneuver around the tall Schulman, and he gets it to go. 19-8 in favor of RASG. Nice play there as the 6'6" Ellie Schulman was bearing down on him. Jack as Formas, the freshman, gets it to go. Kaplinski turns it over. Here comes Mason the other way. They have a 2-on-1. Mason goes all the way to the bucket, drops it off to Sultan. He's blocked by Schiller. Nice play. Good recovery by Schiller. Now he's going to throw it all the way up ahead to Kaplinski. Kaplinski goes up. Cannot get the left-handed layup to go. Now here's Wachtel to Mason. Back the other way. Here is Jack as Formas. Oh, and he traveled as he tried to dump it off to Sultan. Now into the game for the Wolfpack comes number 35, Ezra Eskotsky, and Moshe Ice, number 22. He's just cold as ice. Shot on the way. Off the mark. Here comes Waterbury. Schiller up top. Now Schiller, dribble drives, kicks it out, corner three on the way. This one's off the mark again. Rebound taken by Meyerson for RASG. Now to Mason. 5:42 to play here, first half. This is Tier 2 action. There's Wachtel inside. He gets fouled. It's going to be on the floor, no shots. Here's inbound up top Mason. Now Meyerson. Corner to Morris as Formas. Three on the way. This one's short. Rebound taken. Thrown up ahead. Ball stolen away. Here comes Meyerson back the other way for RASG. Looking. Here's Mason. Meyerson on the wing. It's going to be a 3-second violation against Sultan for RASG, and the ball's going to be turned over to Waterbury. Into the game now comes Bixon. He comes in for Jack as Formas. Just under 5 minutes to play first half. Full court press now by RASG. Nearly stolen away. They break the press. Up ahead, here's Schiller. Schiller's going to drive, dump it off into the corner. Now up top, Gruenberg. Gruenberg drives, ball's tipped away. Nice hustle by Bixon. And in the scrum, it's going to go out of bounds to RASG. That was knocked out of bounds by Eskotsky. Here comes Mason across. Up top to Meyerson. Meyerson on the drive. He's held. It's going to go against Menachem Braun, who's into the game. Waterbury is a huge traveling squad. Not sure exactly how many players they brought, but there are a lot of them. Back the other way. I think that was Lowinger. Schiller now up top. Looking for Braun at the high post. They don't give it to him. Up top, Schiller. Under 4 to play here in the first half. Nice pass, baseline shot by Eskotsky, and he makes it. Finally gets a 2-point bucket to go. as we are under 4 minutes to go in the first half, 19-10 in favor of RASG. 30-second timeout called by the Warriors. Coming up a little bit later today, let me give you a recap of who's going to be playing. This is the number 2 seeded RASG Warriors against the number 7 seed Waterbury WOLFPACK. That's in tier number 2. Tier 1 game about to begin over on court number 2. That's Ramaz versus the New Jew Jaguars. That's a 2-7 game also. Coming up over here on court 1, a tier 1 game, Chicago, the number 1 seed versus the Yavna Bulldogs. And then in tier 2, the number 1 seed Flatbush Tigers will play the Weinbaum Storm, the number 8 seed in tier 2. We'll have some more action after lunch. I'll recap those in a second. Here's Braun for the Wolfpack, now up top to Schiller. Schiller, nice pass inside, is off the handle and out of bounds. Checking back into the game for RASG will be Jack as Formas, and in for the Wolfpack comes Kaplinski and another Schulman. This is Ezra Schulman. Ellie Schulman and Ezra Schulman. See if I can reset the lineup for you. On the court for RASG with the ball right now, that's Chad Mason. Jack as Formas, Morris as Formas with the basketball. Meyerson, and now inside to Bixon. Nice pass to Meyerson, couldn't handle it. Morris as Formas pulls up from 15, knocks it down. As Formas is a great little shooter. All right, on the floor for Waterbury is Schiller, Ice, Kaplinski. There's Eskotsky. He's fouled. He'll be going to the line for 2. Ezra Schulman. Schiller, Kaplinski, Ice, Eskotsky, and Ezra Schulman. Okay, I got it. Skotsky, free throw's good. 21-11 now in favor of RASG, as Wachtel will come back into the game in for Bixon. Free throw off the mark, their first free throw miss of the game. They have 7 for 8 now, is the Wolfpack. Bixon has 3 fouls. That's why he's out of the game. Fast break up ahead. There's Schiller. Couldn't handle the pass. It's thrown away. Meyerson now as Formas up ahead to Jack as Formas, and he is blocked by Eskotsky. Couldn't get the break done fast enough, and they could not convert. They will retain possession. Here's Morris as Formas to inbound. Sets the play. Into the game for Meyerson comes Sultan. Inbound to Wachtel, up top to Sultan. Now Jack as Formas. There's Mason. Here's Mason on the wing. Baseline Wachtel. Up top, Morris as Formas. 3, it's good. Morris as Formas is putting on a display so far in this tournament. 24-11 with 1:35 to go here in the first half. Here's Schiller for the Wolfpack. On the wing to Eskotsky. He slides in, he gets it stolen, and looks like Sultan stepped out of bounds. 1:24 to go. Checking in now for the Wolfpack is Freilich. Nahi Freilich into the game. Nearly stolen away. Schiller drives down, dumps off to Kaplinski. Left-handed hook, no good. Rebound taken by, still loose. It's Sultan. Now here comes Sultan quickly their way. He's got his Formas cross court if he can find him. Does not throw it to him. Here's Mason. Mason, three-point shot on the corner for, that was Sultan. Had as Formas, didn't give it to him, and Wachtel steps out of bounds. And the ball will belong to the Wolfpack. Oh, it's going to be a foul, not out of bounds. Foul on Wachtel. Checking in now for the first time for the Warriors is number 34, Fettman. Moshe Fettman into the game. They have him listed as 6'4". I'm not so sure about that. Nice drive down the lane by Schiller. And it's knocked away. RASG will have the ball. 51.6 seconds to go first half. 24-11 in favor of the Warriors. Morris as Formas will bring it across this time. Wolfpack couldn't quite save it. It's going to be out of bounds, and it will belong to coach for RASG, Berman, Scott Berman. He's calling for the last shot. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Mason up top to as Formas. Got Jack as Formas on the corner. Now up top to Morris as Formas. Waterbury putting on the pressure. Jack as Formas, pump fakes. It's going to go all the way up top to Morris as Formas. Waterbury really trying to put the pressure on here. There's Jack as Formas, corner three, and it's good. 2 seconds left, 1 second. Shot by Gruenberg off the backboard. Almost got it to go. At the end of one half, 27-11 in favor of RASG as a three-point barrage by the Asformas brothers puts RASG up 27-11. All right, folks, I'm back. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Ira Lipsy here. We're about to bring you some second half action. This is Tier 2, the number 2 seed in Tier 2, the RASG Warriors from the Miami area versus the WOLFPACK from Waterbury. They are the number 7 seed here in the Tier 2 action. RASG will have the basketball to start off. They lead 27-11. They have the basketball. They're in the white uniforms with the blue trim. On the court for RASG is Mason, Meyerson, Morris is Formas, who loses the ball out of bounds, Jonah Wachtel, and Michael Bixon. On the court for Waterbury, Schiller, Gruenberg. I think that was, let's see, now Kaplinski has the ball. This is Schulman, and travel call, or is that a charge? It's going to be a charge against Kaplinski. I'm trying to see, I can't see who the other guy is over there. It might be. It might be Lowinger, it might be Rubin. No, Rubin's on the court. Rubin, Schiller, Schulman, Kaplinski. He still hadn't turned around. I'm having a tough time seeing the number on that, folks, but do the best I can. Also, let me tell you another thing about what we got going on later today. The afternoon games we have in Tier 2 action. The number 3 seed Eula Panthers will be playing the Hebrew Academy of the Five Towns, the number 6 seed. In Tier 2 action, the 4 seed Fazman Yeshiva versus the number 5 seed Atlanta. In Tier 1 action, the number 4 seed North Shore versus the number 5 seed JDS Lions. They're out of Rockville, Maryland. And in Tier 2 action, the final game of the day will be the number 3 seed Sheck Hillel Hurricanes. That's Tier 2 action. Nice shot there by Kaplinski. They'll be playing the hometown Cooper Max, the 6th seed in Tier 2. So lots more action. This is just the first game of the day. So we have just started the second half, 27-13 in favor of RASG. High post to Wachtel. Now Morris has Formas to Meyerson. Corner to Mason. Now Wachtel inside, dumps it off to Mason. It's blocked by Schulman. Fight for the ball is Bixon, and Waterbury will have the basketball. Full court press by RASG. Ball gets knocked away, stays with Waterbury. Rubin goes across to Schiller. Cross-court pass stolen away by Mason, and he's fouled by Rubin. Corner 3, Morris has Formas. Off the mark, no good. Rebound by Bixon. Nice putback. Michael Bixon with a nice rebound and stick back. Foul's going to go against Mason on the press. 29-13 here, 6:12 to go third quarter. Michael Bixon on the stick back. There it is, Gruenberg. It was Gruenberg the whole time. I couldn't even see it. Up top to Schiller. Spin move, dumps it off to Kaplinski. Takes a 9-foot jumper couldn't get it to go. Schulman, 2-3 rebounds, couldn't get the stick back to go. Excuse me. Schulman's having a tough time. He just can't get those shots to go in. And that's going to be over the back on Jonah Wachtel. Checking in now for RASG comes number 14, DeVeroli. Aharon DeVeroli, number 14, checks in for Mason. 1-2-1-1 zone press, full court zone press. There's the trap, taken away by Meyerson. Meyerson outside of DeVeroli. Corner to Meyerson, three-point shot on the way, and this one goes off the top of the backboard. Ouch. Not a good shot there. Here comes Ice in for Rubin for Waterbury. 5:31 to play, third quarter. Ball comes into Gruenberg. Stolen away by Dixon, now knocked away. It's Ice up ahead to Schiller, and he's fouled by Wachtel. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. Three fouls on Wachtel. First free throw good by Schiller. Into the game for Meyerson and Wachtel come Mohadeb and Jack as Formas. Second free throw good by Schiller. Now they are 9 for 10, I believe, on the free throw line. That's what's really keeping them in the game. 29-15 is the lead for RASG. Here's Jack as Formas. High post to Mohadeb. Now Jack as Formas. Corner to Bixon. High post to Mohadeb. Here's Jack as Formas. Corner to DeVeroli. Nice little dump pass to Mohadeb. He can't hold on to the basketball, and it's going to be a jump ball. Ball will stay with RASG. Ball's loose in the backcourt. DeVeroli picks it up. Here's Morris as Formas. Nearly stolen away, taken by as Formas. He's going to dump it off to Mohadeb. Shoots a 6-footer, 7 feet. Off the mark. Rebound taken by Bixon. Here's Morris as Formas. Drives down the lane off the glass, and it's good. Nice play there by Morris as Formas. 4:20 to go here in the third quarter. 31-15. Quickly up ahead. That was Ice. Now here's Schiller. Drives down lane, tries to go behind the back to nobody. Here's DeVeroli on the fast break. He'll go all the way down, and he is fouled by Kaplinski. And DeVeroli should have given it up, but he will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. .404 to go here in the third quarter. 31-15 in favor of RASG. As legendary Memphis official Todd Eaton giving fist bumps to the press table. Full timeout taken by Waterbury as they trail by 16. Waterbury's not a bad team. They're just having trouble getting the ball in the basket and matching the hot shooting of this RASG team. RASG took a tough one yesterday. They really had a good chance to win that game against North Shore. They had a lead late, and North Shore then just kind of eked ahead with the help of the Cohen brothers and was able to take the lead and finish it off. RASG probably should have started to foul a little earlier, is my opinion. We'll have Aharon DeVeroli on the line for 2 shots for RASG. On the floor for Waterbury, Schiller, Gruenberg, Kaplinski, Rubin, and Schulman. On the floor for RASG is Bixen, Mohadeb, DeVeroli, Jack as Formus, and as DeVeroli's off on the first. And it looks like Mason on the floor for RASG. Second free throw, DeVeroli is good. Here comes the press. Tipped away, stolen. Here's Bixen, tries to dump it off. Couldn't quite get it. Now here's Rubin quickly the other way. Nearly stolen, and it's going to be a foul on DeVeroli. Almost had the steal, couldn't quite get it. Here's Schiller to inbound for the Wolfpack. Up top to Gruenberg. Gruenberg dribble drive. Finds Rubin on the baseline. Goes all the way up top and picked up by Mason. He's going to go all the way down, lay it up, no good. And there's Kaplinski quickly the other way. Here's Schiller. Schiller up ahead to Schulman. Schulman with a nice little turnaround jumper. Couldn't get it to go. And it goes out of bounds to the Warriors. Into the game now is Ezra Schulman for the Wolfpack. Morris as Formus getting a break. Here's Mason up top. Pressure by Waterbury in the corner for DeVeroli. Now he's trapped. Throws it away. Here's Schiller. He's got numbers, and he'll go all the way down and lay it up and in. Nice play there by Schiller. David Schiller with the basket. 32-17 is the score. 3:05 to go here in the third quarter. Another steal. Here's Schiller all the way down. Throws it up and in. There you go, Schiller. Now some buckets are starting to go in. Lead cut to 13, 32-19 in favor of RASG. 2:54 to play here in the third quarter. A little mini run going on by Waterbury. Has gotten a little sloppy with the basketball, has RASG. And now Waterbury starting to get a little confidence. .254 to play here in the third quarter. Over on the other court, it's Tier 1 action in a low-scoring affair. 6:50 to go in the first half. I believe that is Ramaz with a 2-point lead, 8-6 over the New Jew Community High School Jags from the Los Angeles area. That's one thing that I really enjoy about this tournament, is that you get the cross-regional matchups. You know, kids that don't really always get to see each other play or play against each other. Right here, we have a Waterbury, Connecticut team versus a Miami team. Watching on the sidelines is another Miami area team, the Weinbaum Yeshiva Storm. My brother's favorite team, who lives in the Hollywood, Florida area. Shout out to him if he's listening, and their forthcoming child. There's Mason in the corner to Morris as Formus. He'll drive, throw it up, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. That one's going to go against Kaplinski. And Morris as Formus having a little bit of ankle trouble, he tells me this morning. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. Free throw is good by Morris as Formus. And he comes into the game for Bixen. And in for the Wolfpack comes Yosef Mamon. And he is in for Kaplinski. Morris as Formus. Second free throw is good. 34-19 now the lead for RASG. Full court press. 1-2-1-1 press. Goes up top to Rubin. Now Rubin, they break the press easily. Rubin drives down, Skotsky on the floor now, also for the Waterbury. Dump underneath the Mamone. Mamone goes up with a wild shot, no good. Skotsky gets it, blocked from behind. Tries to throw the pass and hits the underside of the backboard. And it's out of bounds to RASG. There's a ball on the court. As Ezra Schulman with a nice soccer maneuver. Put the ball back out of play. Inbound comes to Morris Esformas. Here's Meyerson. Nearly loses it. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with RASG in the backcourt. 2:13 to play, third quarter. 10-10 over on the other court now. Try and keep you updated as best I can. Here's Meyerson. Jack Esformas. Nice little touch pass to Wachtel. Morris Esformas, three-pointer, top of the key, off the mark, no good. Rebound taken by Mamone for Waterbury. Back the other way comes Schiller. On the wing, that's Ezra Schulman. Looks inside, Skotsky. Now Schiller up top. Skotsky, back to Schiller. Minute and a half to play here. Third quarter. Schiller, it's stolen by Meyerson. Ball's loose on the floor. As Jack Esformas picks it up, and there's a timeout called. Nice hustle there by Jack Esformas, and they get the timeout. RASG running low on timeouts, I imagine, but probably not going to need them. One timeout remaining for RASG. 1:26 to play third quarter. 34-19 is your score. Nice save there by Jack Esformas, and they get the timeout. Ball here at half court, right in front of the press table. Mason will inbound. Here's Morris Esformas. Pass to Wachtel. Here's Morris Esformas. Goes all the way down the lane, lays it up and in. Nice play there by Morris Esformas. Leading the team today, no doubt. Minute 10 to play, 36-19. Man-to-man now by RASG. Nice pass underneath the Skotsky. And it looks like an out-of-bounds call, maybe? No? Not sure. It's going to be a push against Wachtel. Here comes Bixon in for Wachtel. Wachtel has 4 fouls. Pass all the way up top to Schiller. Schiller being guarded by Mason. Pull up three by Ezra Schulman, and it's good. 36-22 now is the score. 44 seconds to go in the first half. Where you been all game, Ezra Schulman? Could have used you earlier. Into the game now for RASG. Comes Diveroli inside to Esformas. Diveroli on the floor, up top to Esformas. Now Jack Esformas in the corner. Dumps it up top and it's stolen away. Here comes, I didn't see him come in the game, Svi David. And he finds Skotsky underneath the basket for a bucket. 36-24 now. Here's Mason, 12 seconds to go, third quarter. 12-point game. It was just 17 after a three-pointer by Schulman, and now a two-point basket by Skotsky. It's down to 12. Here's Jack Esformas. Pull-up jumper from the baseline, off the mark, no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. At the end of 3 in Tier 2 action, the number 2 seed RASG Warriors lead the number 7 seed Waterbury Wolfpack 36-24. Just about ready to start the 4th period here. Wolfpack are going to need a tremendous effort and some shots to go in if they want to stay in this ball game. On the floor for the Warriors, Diveroli, 2 S-Formuses, Bixon and Mason. On the floor for the Wolfpack, Kaplinski, Ostatsky, Schiller, Ezra Schulman, and I think it's David, Speed David. He may or may not be related to Larry David. It remains to be seen. Nice pressure defense here by the Wolfpack. Here's Mason, goes all the way underneath the basket, looking for help. Gives it to Bixon, and it's going to be 3-second violation against Mason. Got stuck under the basket. Did get the pass out, but did not get out of the lane in time. Oh, interesting. Not a 3-second call. It's going to be a foul against Speed David for the Wolfpack, and RASG will have possession. Corner 3, Morris has formed us off the mark, and Diveroli can't quite get it, but it's kicked out of bounds, and it will belong to RASG. Here's Morris as Formus, 7.5 to go in the ballgame. Diveroli. Interior pass to Mason. Mason 15-footers, foul from behind. And that goes against Speed David. Into the game, and already with 2 quick fouls, as Mason will go to the line for 2 shots. Here's Mason to the line. Free throws off the mark, no good. Into the game now is Gruenberg in for Ezra Schulman. Free throw off the mark, no good. Rebound taken by Waterbury. Trailing by 12, 7:10 to go here in the 4th quarter. Schiller, spin move off the glass, no good. Rebound taken by Bixon. Now here's Morris as Formus. He's going to go to a drive right down the lane. Goes all the way up. He gets bumped, and there's the call. 7 minutes even to play as Morris as Formus will now go to the line for 2 shots. You try and say Morris as Formus 5 times real fast, and you're going to be in trouble. That foul's going to go against Kaplinski for the Wolfpack. Both free throws converted by Asformis. They still got the press on, up by 14, under 7 minutes to go here. There is Mamone, and he turns it over. Now here comes Mason. He's going to go all the way down, and he throws it away. Looking for Morris Asformis under the basket. Into the game now is Ezra Schulman in for David for the Wolfpack. Golly, a lot of players in and out of the game for the Wolfpack. Mason Nearly steals it. Now there's Bixon underneath the Mason. It goes through his legs and out of bounds. Nice try, though. They did get the steal. 6:41 to go. Here comes Schiller up ahead, and it goes off Mamone. He gets it to Katotsky, Ezra Askotsky, and he gets another layup to go in. 38-26 is his score. 12-point game, under 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Morris as Formas double team. He knifes through all the defenders. Corner to Jack as Formas. Now up top, Chad Mason. Mason dribble drives on the baseline. Finds Bixon. Now Morris as Formas. Over to Diveroli. Diveroli pump fakes, fade away 12-footer. Off the front of the rim, no good, and that's going to be out of bounds off Bixon, and it'll belong to Waterbury. Chance to get this game to 10 or 9 with the 3. There's Schiller. Now Gruenberg. Ezra Schulman. Crazy wild shot, no good. Here's the rebound by Mason. Now Morris as Formas. He's going to go all the way down. Throw it up, and he gets it to go. Nice play there. No charge call. Good call. And it goes in for Morris as Formas. Here's Schiller for the Wolfpack. Gruenberg. Nice dump off pass to Askotsky. And Askotsky with another layup. 40-28 is your score. 5:20 to go. Fourth quarter. As Morris as Formas has 20 on the game. And Diveroli steps out of bounds. And substitute coming in now for RASG. It's Mohadeb in for Diveroli. And Meyerson in for Bixon. 5:11 to go. Here's Schulman, throws it away, right to Meyerson. Meyerson. Now Mohadeb, and he's fouled by Gruenberg. Five team fouls on Waterbury. Nearly throws it away, and it's loose. Meyerson has it. He's got Mohadeb underneath. Try to go with the no-look pass, through it right away. Here's Mamone. Here's Ice. Now Schulman. And Schiller drives up and under, and it's a nice shot there by Schiller. The basket's good. 40-30 is the score now in favor of RASG. Here's Morris as Formas, goes all the way down the lane, lays it up, no good. Mohadeb with the rebound, throws it away. 4:26 to go. Fourth quarter. As Wachtel comes into the game for Mohadeb. Here's Schiller. Goes cornered, I believe that was Ice. Now Ice. Baseline to Skotsky. Now back to Ice. Nearly stolen by Meyerson. Here's Schiller all the way down. No look pass. Skotsky. He is living on that baseline. Layup after layup, and now the lead is cut to 8. Ezra Askotsky's got a lot of teammates to thank after this game for getting him the ball in position where he can just lay it up and in. 4 minutes to play, 4:05 in the fourth quarter. Waterbury is now in this game. RASG getting a little complacent on the offensive end. They were up by 17 in the second half, and now it's down to 8. Got to figure out a way to get some points on the board, or they're going to be in trouble. Winner of this game, of course, goes to the Tier 2 semifinals. Coming up on this court right after this, the number 1 seed in Tier 1 Chicagoland Tigers will face the number 8 seed Yavne Bulldogs from Dallas, Texas. Over on court number 2 after the Ramaz New Jew game will be the #1 seed in Tier 2, Flatbush versus Weinbaum. Weinbaum from Boca. Pressure D now by Waterbury. Here's Morris as Foreman. He's got a lane. He's going to drive all the way in, throw it up. Off the mark, no good. Rebound taken by Bixon. Big man brought it low, should have kept it high. A lot of trouble there, and he gets pushed. Foul goes against Mamone. All right, 1-on-1 was missed, and then the layup was missed, and now back the other way. Mamone and as Formas turns it over, that's going to be the 6th team foul. It's the 6th team foul against RASG. Now both teams will be in the bonus. Here's Schulman, three-pointer. It's good. His second three-pointer of the game, and now it's 3:20 to go, and it's a 5-point ball game. Once down by 17, Waterbury has come back. 2 3-pointers by Ezra Schulman, and this game's getting interesting. Now here's Jack Formas, three-pointer from the corner. It's good. What a shot there by Jack Formas. An answer, lead back to 8. 3 minutes to play here in the ball game. Here's Schiller driving down underneath to Mamone. No good. Skotsky. He was fouled on the shot, I believe. He is going to go to the line for 2 shots. Wow. This game has just gotten interesting. Skotsky will go to the line for 2 shots. First one on the way. It's off the mark. Wow. Not many missed free throws today for the team. That one's off the mark. Under 3 to play here. Second free throw in and out, no good. Not the right time to miss free throws. There's Morris as Formas, bringing it across quickly. Now back away, pressure D, nearly stolen. Here's Mason, gets knocked away, and RASG will maintain possession up by 8. 2:44 to play here in the ball game. Morris as Formas will trigger. Into Bixon, now Mason. Up top, corner to Morris as Formas. Sets a 3, and it's good. 3-point shot, Morris as Formas, and now the lead is back to 11 with 2.5 to play. Ooh, near steal there by Mason. Yamaka on the court. Not something you hear in everyday basketball, but you will hear it here at the Cooper Invitational. Here's Schiller for the Wolfpack. Schiller, spin move into traffic, nearly stolen away. Here's Ice. Now Ezra Schulman. And it's going to be 3-second violation. Clock issue. Here's Schiller. Thought about a three. Ezra Schulman, another three on the way. This one no good. Skotsky gets the rebound. Another layup, no good. And it's Ice comes away with it for Wolfpack. Here's Schulman. Dribble drive. He is fouled on the floor by Morris as Formas. It's going to be a one-on-one opportunity for Ezra Schulman. Just under 2 minutes to play. 46-35 is your score. RASG with the lead. Here's Schulman. Free throw's good. Second free throw coming for Schulman, and that one is off the mark, no good. Rebound taken by Bixon. Now Mason, and quickly up ahead. Mason weaving through traffic. He's got help. He's got Esformas. There's Jack Esformas. I didn't even see him. Jack Esformas, corner three on the way. Ooh, could have been the nail right there. There's Jonah Wachtel. Nice rebound, lays it up. No good, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Jonah Wachtel to the line. Free throw is up. No good. Tough break there, in and out. Here comes Schulman quickly the other way. He's going to pull up for 3. He's already had 2 on the game, and there's his third one. They just let him have a wide open 3. 46-39 is the score. And RASG throws it away. Minute 25 to go. 7-point ball game. Here's the inbound. Here comes Schiller. Here's Schulman again. This is Schiller with the 3, and he hits. Finally, they're hitting shots. Oh, my goodness gracious. A 4-point game with 1:09 to go. Here's Morris Esformas, and he is fouled by Schiller. It's going to be a 2-shot opportunity for Morris Esformas as they are in the double bonus now. Minute 6 to play. 46-42 is the lead for RASG. Free throw, good by Esformas. Timeout called by Waterbury. .47-42 with 1:06 to play here in the basketball game. Morris Esformas will be going back to the line for one more shot. A chance to make it 6 points. Two 3-point shots by Schulman, a 3-pointer by Schiller, and some key layups by Skotsky. I know I'm butchering that name. I'm doing the best I can. I've really kept Waterbury in this one, and Morris Esformas, the second free throw is good. So here we go. 1:05 to go. Here comes Schiller. Now Wachtel guarding him. Schiller looking for someone. Lamone up top. A whirling dervish of a two-pointer, and he's fouled. He gets bailed out by Mason. And Mamone will go to the line for 2 shots. Not where you want to put Waterbury because they have been very successful from the free throw line today. Coming up next on this court, don't forget Chicagoland Tigers versus the Yavna Bulldogs from Dallas. And that free throw short by Mamone. Chicago, the #1 seed in Tier 1. Dallas, the 8th seed in Tier 1. Should be an interesting matchup, though. Once you get out of the, as the second free throw is good by Mamone, once you get out of the opening round games, Tier 1 and Tier 2, there's not much separation, so the seeding is not going to make that big of a difference. It's a foul. Then now they try and do clock management. Two free throws from Mason. First one's off the mark. Now into the game is Meyerson in for Jack Esformas. Free throw, good by Mason. 7-point game, 51.7 remains. Here's Schiller. And Mamone back to Schiller. Using a little too much time here. They want to try and get in this game. Here's Schiller. Oskotsky, he's going to drive, throw it up. Gets blocked by Bixon. Nice block by the big man. Here's Schiller. Nearly stolen. Ice. Finally, there's a shot by Schiller, and it's good. Nice shot there by Schiller. 20 seconds to go. 49-45 is the score. Here comes Morris Esformas. Looking for help. And they get the timeout with the backcourt pressure. 13.6 to go. 49-45 is your score. This has turned into quite an interesting ball game. Thought we were going to have a blowout on our hands, but we've gotten our money's worth. Of course, that's easy to say. It's free basketball. But I'm enjoying every second of it. Over on the other court, with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, 24-18 is your score. That's Ramaz on top of the New Jew Community High School. That's in the Los Angeles area. And over there, we're going to have Flatbush versus Weinbaum coming on after that game. Those are the #1 and #8 seeds in Tier 2. Over here, we're going to have the #1 seed in Tier 1, Chicagoland, versus Yavne. Oh, wide open under the basket's Wachtel. And that's going to be a foul. Foul goes against Mamone. That's going to put Wachtel on the line for 2 shots. It's a 4-point game. First free throw is good by Wachtel. He'll have one more. Second free throw is off the mark. Rebound taken by the Wolfpack. Here they come. 8 seconds. 7 seconds. Three-pointer on the way by Ice. Off the mark. And that is going to do it for the ball game. RASG wins in Tier 2 play 50-45 as the Waterbury Wolfpack make a nice comeback and make a game of it, but they were unable to overturn what proved to be too much of a deficit as the Warriors win the game 50-45. Coming up next on this court, Tier 1 action, the #1 seed Chicagoland Tigers versus the #8 seed Yavne Bulldogs. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be back with you in just a few minutes.